Alright, so we got a quick request video today. We're gonna be looking at five horrible strobes. So this is the top 5 worst strobes by the Big LT. So yeah, some random guy that I don't know, or I think I don't know him, I don't know, requested this video, and he said strobes, which for some reason nowadays strobe can mean anything now. Strobe is supposed to mean xenon strobes. That's what it refers to. But nowadays people just use it left and right for anything. So I'm sticking with strobes, xenon strobes. So yeah, let's get on with it. All right. So at number 5 we have the FH306. So even though this here is one of my favorite beacons of all time, it does have some major flaws. The filter breaks very often. Along with the motor that lifts up the filter also breaks, and it shines pinkish red instead of just red like any other beacon, which to me that's not a problem. That's one of the joys of the FH306. There was a reason flash technology replaced this with the FH324, and when the filter breaks, it shines more pinkish red than just normal pinkish red. Sometimes even white, because most of the filter can be broken. If the motor that lifts up the filter is broken, then it goes into backup night mode. Yes, this thing does have a backup night mode, but for some reason all the FH306s I've ever seen, and with broken filter motors, I did not have to correct myself there. They did not go to backup night mode. They just went to normal night mode, but white. Maybe they were the rewired FH324s, maybe, I don't know. But I remember at least seeing 2 examples of it on some old Florida vacations from the past. Even though it's a cool beacon with a cool concept, it does have some flaws. The Orga L303 is basically this, but 10 times better. If only the FH308 was like that beacon too, quality-wise. Number 4, the FG2009B. I barely know anything about this beacon because it's so rare. This beacon is even more rare than seeing the media actually acknowledge a Michael Jackson collaboration song. Even more rare than diamonds. It's so rare to the point where even seeing this beacon on any sort of tower in person is literally a once-in-a-lifetime thing. So we can't get much information on it, and plus, Honeywell they choose to just completely ignore the existence of this beacon. It's like it never existed in the first place. But it is an FG beacon, which stands for Flash Guard, and the Flash Guard series has major flaws. They have they have a tendency to malfunction during summer when it's hot outside and stuff. Or at least that's what Anchor 10 told me. I guess it has oxidization problems. So this one won't show up because the lens is red. The oxidation only really shows up when on the white lens. They look very cheaply made, and I also heard they were hard to repair too just now, after reading through some stuff. So yeah, I guess there is a reason why this beacon is not that popular. It's the reason why it's rare as hell. Number 3, the FG2000B. Basically the same problems. Malfunctions when it's hot outside. Has oxidization problems. Also looks cheaply made, and they're all very hard to repair too. So now that I know that the Flash Guard beacons are hard to repair, then, yeah, I think I'm going to start believing that the Highway Patrol Tower is going to get an LED. Right now, it still has its 3000B, still going through some crap. But, I wouldn't, maybe they'll fix it. No, what am I talking about? They won't fix it. But holy crap, they've done nothing to fix the problem. It's still flashing white. It's still stuck in day mode. It's still stuck in very dim day mode. Yes, I determined that I never went into backup night mode during all of this. Number 2, the FG3000B. So really, you can put all 3 of these beacons in the same ranking. I mean, you can tie them all together, but For some reason, out of all three strobes in the flashguard series, the 3000B gets the most crap. Yeah, the beacon might be very cool, and it might have lots and lots and lots of night modes that are very, very cool. It still has some major flaws. Yet again, malfunctions when it's hot outside, has oxidization problems, and looks very cheaply made. And it's hard to repair too. And it also has like 6 little strobes inside of it, even though like all the little strobes inside are, I believe they're connected to just one little cord, but I mean they're still strobes. And I barely know anything about the internals of this beacon, so I'm going to ask the question: what happens when one of them burns out? Does the entire thing burn out or something? Yeah, it's very weird. The inside is just, yeah, I don't know what they're thinking. And for some reason, there's a black strip that takes up half the day mode part of the beacon. I don't know why they do that. It's useless. Like, the old 3000, the one with the gray base, did not have that. Nor did any other of these beacons here. But for some reason, the Flashguard series added them on. In the Flashguard series, they have them. I don't know why. I would like it if they weren't added onto it, because with the black man around it, like it's like mostly night mode, barely any day mode. That's what it's like. The day mode, half of it is being taken up. Yeah, this beacon has problems, but number 1 is by far the worst strobe that I've ever seen. I think the entire tower community could agree with this. Number 1, the SGF-60. Where do I start with this beacon? This beacon is known for malfunctions and breakdowns. I also heard they stopped working within 1 week, but I just added within weeks just in case if the 1 week thing wasn't true, because Aiden was the one who told me that, and we all know that some of the stuff he says is not truly accurate. I like beacon malfunctions, but this here is just it's so bad. When it breaks down, that means no beacon whatsoever. And it also often leads to just entire beacon replacements too, which I don't like beacon replacements. Malfunctions are cool, but they're not cool when the malfunction is that the entire thing just breaks down for like a long period of time until somebody repairs it or replaces it. This beacon is so bad to the point where even other obstruction light companies think that it's complete garbage. This is by far the worst ever high intensity strobe. Worst high intensity strobe ever. That's what I should have said. So yeah, this beacon, it must be cheaply made if it malfunctions and breaks down so oftenly. So yeah, it's a pile of garbage. They should rename it to POS 60. The POS. I'm going to redo that. They should rename this POS 60 because this is a piece of shit. Enough said. That's the list. There are some more bad strobes, but this here is a top 5. Probably should have added an honorable mention. I was going to, but I guess I forgot. So here's an honorable mention. The KG225. Alright. So hear me out. There's only one problem that I know of with that beacon. I think it might have some more problems. But the biggest problem that everybody seems to talk about is the fact that it has no vents. So, the inside's going to corrode due to that strobe inside. And it might sound like a big problem, but that only happens just over time, like over a couple years. So yeah, there's that. See y'all later. Bye.